I don't know what it's like to be social media, Instagram this. I don't know what it's like to be bombarded and have to be the breadwinner in the family and be a brand and be worried about what I do or say and everything else, or 24/7 being pulled in so many different directions.
And, she delivered this message with such an incredible, graceful power. Just a moment ago, the entire landscape of basketball shifted because the one and only Cheryl Miller, yes, the Cheryl Miller finally summoned the courage to say what millions upon millions of fans were thinking, what they were feeling in their gut, but were too afraid to say out loud. She declared that Team USA never truly wanted Caitlin Clark on their roster. And the second those words left her lips, the entire basketball world absolutely detonated. Now, before we get into the heart of this, do me a favor, smash that like button, because this story is about to shake you to your core. If you are a fan of real, authentic basketball, and you are sick and tired of the politics poisoning the sports we love, subscribe to this channel right now, because the expose we're unpacking today is without a doubt the biggest one of the year. Cheryl Miller didn't just whisper it. She didn't hint at it, and she certainly didn't try to sugarcoat the truth. She went on the record, lived for the world to see, and laid out precisely why Caitlin Clark is continuously being ignored, vented without reason, shown blatant disrespect, shoved to the floor, and relentlessly targeted and treated like an outsider who simply never belonged. Her voice was completely steady, razor sharp, and absolutely unshakable, as she said. And I quote, "Caitlin Clark changed basketball, and that is exactly why they fear her." In an instant, the internet went into a complete and total meltdown. From the very first day she stepped onto a professional court, Caitlin Clark delivered television ratings that every sports league on the planet can only dream of. She single-handedly brought millions of fans flooding back to women's basketball. We're talking about families, young kids, and people who had never ever watched a single WNBA game in their entire lives. And what did she get in return for this monumental contribution? A barrage of hard fouls that border on assault, absolutely zero protection from the officials, suspiciously timed benchings, a constant stream of accidental elbows and unintentional shoves, and a mountain of excuses, just endless pathetic excuses. Cheryl Miller finally spoke the words that nobody with a position of power inside Team USA or the WNBA dared to admit publicly. They don't want her there because her star power completely overshadows everyone else. But let's be clear, this wasn't just some casual opinion. Cheryl meticulously laid out a pattern of behavior she has personally witnessed for years. Every single time a brilliant young superstar emerges and threatens the established hierarchy, every time an individual becomes bigger than the system itself, that system pushes back with all its might. In the case of Caitlin Clark, she didn't just get big. At only 22 years old, she became the face of global basketball. And that, according to Cheryl Miller's powerful testimony, is precisely why the higher-ups, the old guard inside Team USA, never had any intention of making her the centerpiece of the team. Cheryl just went ahead and said the quiet part out loud for the whole world to hear. Team USA is tangled up in the very same toxic politics we see plaguing the WNBA: rampant favoritism, exclusive power circle, an unshakable loyalty to veterans over talent, and absolutely no room for a new star who wasn't built from the ground up by their own system. Caitlin wasn't developed by them. She didn't rise through their preferred structure. She refused to follow their script. She came from Iowa. She brought her own legion of fans. She brought her own massive spotlight, and that deeply threatened a lot of powerful people.